Andrew McGahan for Severe MMA here in SBG Concord, standing alongside the hooligan himself, Paddy Holohan. Paddy, I haven't had a chance to see you in a while. First of all, congratulations on your new gym.
Thank you, man.
I have to say, out of all of the guys that have come up with Irish MMA, I'm most happiest for you here because you came from these areas and now you're giving back. Can you just pitch it for us a little bit? It seems like you're actually enrolling students. Do they have to chat with you? Do you have to interview, or what's it going to be?
Well, the most important thing will be the vibe, and that's it's not about belts and who's the best. And that, to me, I just want people to come in and kind of change their view on life and get like kind of a healthy life experience, and even just kind of even for the social thing for your own head and mind. Sometimes this might be somewhere where people find themselves just moping around doing nothing. You can find this, and this is like it's nearly like a social club / what we obviously what we have here. You know what I mean? And that, the main thing to me will be the vibe. I think there's going to be about 200 to 250 spaces available, and it's going to be done in the same process as there is here. You get interviewed, and if what you bring and what your goals are, if your goals are to come in and try to strangle people all the time and hurt people every day, well then SBG Tallaght will not be for you. I want to do it the exact same way I did it, you know what I mean?
This is just going to be cups of tea and seats and stuff, is it?
Yeah, that's how I made it here. You know yourself. If it'll be through hard work, there will be the days where you have to go hard and you have to spar hard. And them days are selected, so we gear up and prevent the risk as much as we can. But then there's the days where you come in and we figure out the game, just like the class that we do here at 6 to 7. We figured out a little bit of sections and how to react and have plans from there, not 10 plans. We're all on the same page then, you know what I mean? And we're using the highest percentage techniques and they're the stuff that I want to be passing on to people. And I feel that you can get a lot better at MMA a lot quicker now since it's been trialled and errored through fights and through John and
through your own path.
Through our own path, of course. And it's not just the physical part of it, you know what I mean? The mental part and what it's like to put a lot of weight on yourself over things that don't even exist. And I plan on sharing all that stuff right from the start.
You're a man that's incredibly loyal to where he's from. I remember back in the 10,000 Hours documentary, you said if I won the lotto, it wouldn't matter, I'd just buy a bigger house, I'd stay in Tallaght.
Yeah.
You can't really explain the love you have for that town, can you? Is that why you're opening the SBG gym there?
Yeah, well, it's always been a dream to open a gym. I think to have an SBG Tallaght would have been probably up there with the UFC for me, you know what I mean? And obviously getting to the UFC and things like that, I know that when I bring guys to that level myself, that I've made the walk. I know what it's like to stand at the door and then like my hopes and my goals would be to challenge for the title. My goals would be to go further and that. And the further that I push myself to these sections of coaching as well, it's going to be they're like my badges, they're qualification, you know what I mean? Where you have people, not that I know, but I know there's people in the world that have never stood at the door and never know what it's felt like to make weight to do these things. And
they're coaching.
And they're coaching. No, they're not only coaching, they're founding directors of clubs. But you know what I mean? It is what it is, and I know what to do. I'm doing this for me because when someone comes in and they enroll in my club, they know that, you know what I mean? This guy has he knows how to get there, you know what I mean? And that's what I plan on doing.
After last week's Q&A day, I think it's pretty clear to see that behind Conor McGregor, Paddy Holohan is the guy that everyone wants to talk about or talk to, who's an Irish UFC fighter. Were you expecting that a little bit? Like from the outside looking in, I always said if Paddy gets into the UFC, he's going to be the star as well.
Well, I never look too far into these kind of things, and never. What if this happens? What if that happens? Like as the saying goes, you have 99 problems with 86 of them in your head. I don't really think.
I haven't heard
far.
that saying.
Have you not? But that's how it is mostly, and most people are walking around and there's things they've created. They think this person thinks this and thinks that, and they have a perception of what other people think. And I don't really believe in all that kind of stuff. When people ask you, "Oh, when are you fighting next?" Well, it's like when that fight comes, we will look at the situation. Would you not go here? Would you not go? I'm not working out situations that haven't even happened and will never happen. So I just kind of move forward with them, and I know that you put me in any situation, you know what I mean? And if another man can survive it, so will I.
So when are you fighting next?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'd like to fight in July. There's 2 cards in July I'd like to fight on. Obviously the Vegas one and the Scotland one. Would
Scotland to me seems it appeals more to you.
Of course. Well, if this is usually what happens, isn't it? People say, "Oh, that makes sense," and the guys say, "That makes sense." Everyone says that makes sense, and they ring John. John rings me.
And it doesn't matter for you, you just say yes straight away.
Well, that's what we're fighters, you know what I mean? We're here to fight, and that's what I plan on doing. So if you put anybody in that cage with me, and they're gonna be fighting, you know what I mean? I'll find a way.
Do you think the exposure you got recently is definitely going to help people, like, warm to you? Like, your personality shines through straight away, but being at the press conference in Boston, the exposure on some of the Notorious series, more people are talking about Paddy Holohan, more people want to know about Paddy Holohan. Because you don't look like a fighter. You don't look like a high-level athlete.
Yeah, well, that's good, I suppose, in a way, you know what I mean? But I'm just being myself, you know what I mean? And I always will be myself, so that's probably a credit to my mother and for my environment, and like I learned how to be a buzzer, and a buzzer as it is. I don't take things too personal, and to be honest, I've never met many people that don't like me, and more than likely I've met one or two that they've probably been a dickhead themselves, you know what I mean? But so that's just the way I am. But I am always pleasant, and I'm always nice, and I'm always welcome. It doesn't matter what level you're at and things like that. But then again, I'm as double as nasty when it comes to somebody that tries to take that kindness for weakness, and that's something we're probably going to have to use a lot more when it's coming up to fighting.
Do you mean like people bothering you? Because the one thing I have noticed, you've kept your Facebook page incredibly active. Thousands of friends on it. You reply to nearly every comment. You like every comment, and I'm sure you get a lot of private mails as well.
Of course, man.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Well, I get people asking stupid stuff. I get people asking me to send them a T-shirt for such and such. I sign that T-shirt. I send that T-shirt out of my own pocket. Then I get a message off this guy asking me to go ask someone else to get something signed for them for this, and it's like, cop on, you know what I mean? Like, do I look like some sort of gilly to you? Do you know what I mean? I will do something to you when I am nice, but if you try to get 2 things, 3 things, but this, and you call favours in, no, you know what I mean? People didn't really give a shit when we were coming up and doing this for nothing. So at the end of the day, I
National Basketball Arena for life.
Of course not. We'll be representing that basketball arena forever. Still, when I walk by, I remember the times that we had in there, and it's amazing. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at the people that have fought in that National Basketball Arena, and Connor, and Cottle, you know what I mean? Myself, I don't know if Ash, with Neil, and like it's been pretty kind of crazy our little build up, and here we are now.
It's been a crazy couple of years, Paddy. I appreciate the time. Have you got this tea sponsorship yet?
Anne's at the sponsoring me. She gives me free tea now, yeah. But I have to bring a box of tea bags in. And
so it's not really a sponsorship.
That kind of is, isn't it?
She makes it for you.
Don't say that. Where's your tea sponsor?
I haven't got one yet.
You get free tea?
No.
Well then.
You're one step ahead of me. Paddy, thank you very much. We appreciate the time.